Good evening and welcome to Doordarshan Kendra Kohima. I'm Ila Susan with the news. First, the headlines. Finland President Alexander Stubb arrives in New Delhi on a state visit. BJP announces 9 candidates for 2026 biennial elections to the Rajya Sabha across 6 states. Holi, the Festival of Colors, has been celebrated throughout the country. And conflicts in West Asia intensifies as Israel bombs Tehran. And now the news in detail. President of Finland, Alexander Stubb, arrived in New Delhi this morning on a state visit to India. Upon his arrival in New Delhi, Stubb, in a social media post, said that his visit will further strengthen the relations between Finland and India, including in the area of trade. Welcoming President of Finland to India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that his visit will take India-Finland relations to new heights. Mr. Modi added that he eagerly looks forward to the meeting tomorrow and President Stubb's keynote address at the Raisina Dialogue 2026.
Will also hold discussions on strengthening bilateral cooperation across a wide spectrum of areas. They will exchange perspectives on regional and global issues of mutual interest, including cooperation in multilateral fora. President Stubb will meet President of India Draupadi Murmu, Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. President Stubb will also thereafter visit Mumbai, where he will interact with Indian business leaders and attend an India-Finland business event. India and Finland share warm, friendly and multifaceted relations rooted in shared democratic values. Finland is a valued partner of India in the European Union and the Nordic region.
The BJP has announced 9 candidates for the 2026 biennial elections to the Rajya Sabha across 6 states. These states are Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Haryana, Odisha and West Bengal. From Bihar, where 5 seats are falling vacant, the BJP has nominated party president Nitin Nabin and state leader Shivesh Kumar. Tomorrow is the last date for filing nominations for the March 16th elections. BJP has announced 4 candidates for the biennial elections to Rajya Sabha for Maharashtra. Party has fielded Union Minister Ramdas Athawale, National General Secretary of BJP Vinod Taude, Maya Chintaman Evnath and Ramrao Wadkute. Moving on, the Festival of Colors, Holi, is being celebrated throughout the country today. The festival signifies the victory of good over evil and marks the onset of spring season. In Madhya Pradesh, Holi is being celebrated with immense fervor, marked by traditional folk songs, communal feasts and vibrant color play. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have extended greetings to the people on the occasion. The President said that the Festival of Colors brings love and hope into people's lives and strengthens unity and brotherhood. She also wished that the festival bring happiness to everyone and inspire all citizens to work together towards building a prosperous nation. Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan said that the festival is deeply rooted in the country's rich traditions and it reflects brotherhood, mutual respect and shared joy which strengthens the fabric of society. Prime Minister Modi said the Festival of Holi fills the entire atmosphere with new energy. He wished that the Festival of Colors brings happiness, prosperity and success into everyone's lives. In related news, a large-scale Holi celebration jointly organized by Unity Sir Club and Rangasya turned into a grand success today, drawing an estimated crowd of over 3,000 people. Addressing media at the venue, Rohit Kumar Shah of Unity Sir Club welcomed attendees and extended Holi greetings to all present. He was joined by Vicky Veya and Manoj Gupta from Rangasya, highlighting the collaborative effort behind this year's event. Last year, Holi was celebrated at UCC in Dimapur with significant participation. However, organizers decided to experiment this year by collaborating with Rangasya following a successful 2024 celebration hosted by Rangasya. The aim was to bring the festivities to the Karabalok area where such large-scale holy events are less common. Open quote, "This is an effort to do something for the people here," Shah said, adding that the response has been overwhelming. The event, which began earlier in the day, was scheduled to continue till 5 p.m. with a possibility of extension to 7 p.m. based on public demand. Although the ticket price was set at 1,200 rupees, organizers reported attendance exceeding initial expectations. One of the highlights of the event was the introduction of traditional Vrindavan-style Holi celebrations. Activities included Laddu Mar Holi and Flower Holi, where edible laddus and natural flower petals were used in place of synthetic materials.
और मेरा सवाल ये रहेगा कि ये जो होली है लास्ट ईयर यूसीसी ने दिमापुर में किया था, इस बार क्यों कार्बी आंगलों के अंदर वहाँ से शिफ्टिंग यहाँ क्यों हुआ?
यहाँ पे यूसीसी का जो पिछले साल होली था वो भी ग्रैंड सक्सेस था, लेकिन हमने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया है कि हम कोलैबोरेशन करके रंगरसिया के साथ, रंगरसिया 2024 में किया था हमने होली, तो हम सोचे कि हम सब मिलके कोलैबोरेट करके हमने सोचा कि करते हैं, देखते हैं कैसा होता है.
And now let's go for a short break.
कम समय में ज्यादा मुनाफा, बस एक क्लिक में कमाल है.
अनजान लिंक्स पर क्लिक मत कीजिए. आरबीआई कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए.
कम समय में ज्यादा मुनाफा, बस एक क्लिक में कमाल है.
अनजान लिंक्स पर क्लिक मत कीजिए. आरबीआई कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए.
And welcome back. The Festival of Holi has brought a burst of color and joy to the national capital. People across the city and the neighborhoods have stepped out to celebrate, sharing colors, sweets and laughter. The entire city has turned into a vibrant canvas of color and joy, capturing the spirit of friendship, celebration and renewal that defines Holi. Since morning, streets, parks and residential colonies across the national capital have been coming alive with bright splashes of colors, music and laughter. People of all ages have stepped out of their homes to join friends, neighbors and relatives in the celebrations, reflecting the true spirit of togetherness and harmony that Holi stands for. People are exchanging warm greetings with abir and gulal. Sweets like gujia are being shared among families and communities, adding a flavor of warmth and affection to the festivities. Moving on to other news, the Indian Airlines are set to operate 58 flights between India and the Gulf region today to facilitate the movement of stranded passengers in West Asia due to the ongoing conflict. The Ministry of Civil Aviation said in a statement that Indian carriers are planning to operate 58 flights today, including 30 by Indigo and 23 by Air India and Air India Express. The ministry said that it is continuously monitoring the evolving airspace situation in parts of West Asia and its impact on international flight operations. The ministry also asserted that it is in continuous touch with the airlines and is closely monitoring airfares to ensure that there is no undue surge in ticket prices during this period. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today said that Myanmar lies at the confluence of India's three key foreign policy priorities, which are Neighborhood First, Act East and Mahasagar, including the Indo-Pacific. On the occasion of the inauguration of the Sarso Beekman Literary Center building, Dr. Jaishankar said that the center is a symbol of India's close bilateral ties. The minister said that the Sarso Beekman Center will support the conservation and study of classical and folk literature of Myanmar. In more international news, conflict in West Asia has intensified as Israel carried out a series of new strikes on the Basij militia and internal security command centers in Tehran, Iran. The Israel Defense Forces, or the IDF, said in a social media post that the targeted command centers were used by the Iranian regime to maintain control throughout Iran. The IDF also struck the regime's missile launchers and other systems. The Israeli Air Force also said that Iranian soldiers who operated air defense systems against Air Force aircraft have been neutralized. The US-based human rights activist news agency has said that 1,097 civilians have been reported killed in Iran since the 28th of February. The Israeli Air Force has informed that it is again attacking Hezbollah's infrastructure in Beirut. And now on to sports. In ICC Men's T20 World Cup, South Africa will take on New Zealand in the first semi-final clash at Eden Gardens in Kolkata today. The match will begin at 7 this evening. India will face England in the second semi-final at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai tomorrow. The winners of both these matches will face each other in the finals on the 8th of March at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad.
Been the strongest team in this tournament so far, unbeaten, making them the only team with a 100% record. They won everything in the group stages and in the Super 8s. So the team will now be aiming to continue their winning streak and to book a place in the final. Well, New Zealand, on the other hand, they've had a mixed campaign because they've had some ups and downs, and they've managed to secure the spot in the last four. The Kiwis are eager to take revenge for their earlier loss to South Africa and to reach the final once again, because they were the runners-up, if we recall, in 2021. Now, looking at the head-to-head, South Africa are the winners. They, out of 19 T20s between the two teams, South Africa have won 12, New Zealand have won 7.
And now let's take a look at the weather reports of the district headquarters of Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 13 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 16 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 16 degrees Celsius. Mokokchung had a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 12 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 16 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 8 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 10 degrees Celsius. Phak had a maximum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 9 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
To end the news, here's a recap of our top stories. Finland President Alexander Stubb arrives in New Delhi on a state visit. BJP announces 9 candidates for 2026 biennial elections to Rajya Sabha across 6 states. Holi, the Festival of Colors, is being celebrated throughout the country. And conflicts in West Asia intensifies as Israel bombs Tehran. And with this, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us.